Hello everyone and welcome to Eclipse Pro Wrestling. My name is Hans and we are once again joined by the returning from sabbatical, Steven Anderson.
Great to be here tonight in Monterrey, Mexico for Eclipse Pro Wrestling. How you doing, Hans?
I'm doing quite well.
Great to hear, great to hear. Thanks everybody for joining tonight. Great night of action.
Indeed. Of course, we start the night with the limitless Keith Lee facing off with the cleaner Kenny Omega in what should be a very interesting bout by two that are considered the best in the world.
I couldn't agree with you more, Hans. Kenny Omega coming in here with 6 foot, 200 pounds, give or take, going against Keith Lee, the 6'2", 340-pound mastodon. This is going to be one hell of a barn burner to kick off tonight's action.
Of course, both of them like to move, as if they were cruiserweights, and much more impressive given Keith Lee's size. But there is plenty of footage to have scouted for Kenny Omega, should he have wished to done so.
Yeah, this is definitely a kind of, usually it's very easy to narrate something like this or talk about something like this, say size versus size here, but Keith Lee has a speed element to him. The way that he moves that 340 pounds, it's unlike, again, that makes me think of the greats like Bam Bam Bigelow. For somebody of that size to be able to do the maneuvers he does, it's going to be an exciting matchup.
The only thing I would have to say is that Kenny Omega, to retain a level of heaviness in this match, would have to use his precision targeting in this match if he wishes to have any form of advantage, because Keith Lee not so much known for his precision targeting.
Well, comparing the two when it comes to precision, right, when it comes to actually execution of nailing their precise to coordinated attacks, definitely Omega has the plus there, no doubt. I'll agree with you, Hans. There we go. Monterrey, Mexico on their feet for Eclipse Pro Wrestling tonight or morning.
Indeed, making his way to the ring.
The big man. Again, I agree with you. It'll be very interesting to see what style Kenny Omega is going to have to really implement here to get around Keith Lee, or likewise, right? What Keith Lee's going to bring here to the likes of Kenny Omega, and will Kenny Omega be able to outpace Keith Lee, which I think he probably will be. But Keith Lee's no shover, Bask in it, baby. Bask in it. Shit. Keith Lee basking in it himself a little bit, if I dare say it. Doesn't want to bask too much.
Plenty of time to do the basking after the match has been completed.
I was going to say, let's go. Let's light this candle. Kenny Omega
making his way out to the ring.
Quite the electrifying superstar, no doubt. Definitely has that confidence. Coming down the rampway looking a little cavalier, sort of. Begs the question. Again, this is the start of the card for the night. So starting off with this kind of action, this is going to be one hell of a fight.
Indeed, of course, this is a pay-per-view main event caliber match, but unfortunately it is without build, it is just an exhibition match, so it has been deemed to be able to open the match card to
This is, again, we got ourselves quite a card here. I want to get this party started in Monterey.
Kenny Omega quick on the offense, taking out the legs of Keith Lee and dropping a devastating elbow.
Very much out the gate, guns blazing.
Keith Lee making him pay for it, however, using his power to his advantage.
Just like we kind of expected there, right? The 340-pound Keith Lee making his impression felt.
Certainly seems like we are getting an older iteration of the cleaner, escaping the ring and tossing him into the ring steps.
Well, you know, I think that's smart of Kenny Omega. I think Kenny Omega is doing the right thing right now. Showing a side of him that we're not used to seeing, or that, for that matter, Keith Lee's not used to seeing. Definitely been a good strategy for Kenny Omega to pay off. Looks like, I mean, if he can keep it going, the best defense and the best offense is good defense. And if you go in there with a completely different profile from what your competition is expecting, it's a good way to get the ball rolling.
Was going for a chair, which is not illegal in this match.
I was gonna say.
I wonder what's going through his mind.
I was gonna say. I was just kind of quietly watching here. Maybe there's a method to his madness, something he knows that I don't.
Perhaps he's been reading up on the instruction manual for referees, in which you would find that it's very interesting when a foreign object offense actually takes place. As have you read those rules very implicitly, Mr. Anderson?
I've read them. Yes, I read them before I came into communications and commentary. But you know, obviously, I don't consider it a Bible by any means.
Of course, no such divinity to be found, but one very interesting reading is if one legal competitor is to be hit with a foreign object, disqualification should occur. However, the correct reading of such a verse does not mean that if an opponent is to hit a foreign object, that it should occur, if you catch me.
Yeah, I mean, basically, don't use an illegal object, right?
Well, no. So if you are to hit, one competitor is to hit another with a foreign object, a DQ should occur, but it doesn't say anything if a legal competitor is to hit a foreign object.
Ah, I understand. Okay, that's okay. Okay, that's quite a way to dissect the paradox. Okay, sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, if
hence why, when he is thrown into the stairs,
it's legal
through a table, or hitting a chair, such as Kenny Omega has just propped up, it is not a DQ because the competitor did not hit another with a foreign object.
I'm not a lawyer, but that's kind of splicing hairs. But sure, I agree. You factually you are correct. So
but I'm just extrapolating to you what the referee.
Yeah, no, I mean I can't argue.
Would be.
I can't argue with you because you're right. You're 110% right. I gotta tell you what though, this match has been absolutely crazy. Again, to your point earlier, seeing a side of Kenny Omega not expected by at least myself. I know that much.
The referee is down.
Kenny Omega's still enjoying the use of that chair.
And he finally gets it, Keith Lee.
Wow. Very well done.
Him to his feet. Here we go. The ripcord knee strike. Keith Lee. Ooh.
That's got to be it. Yep. What? No.
Keeps out.
What? I swear I thought that was 3. I gotta have to get my eyes checked, Hans, because I swear to God. Hello. Hello.
Yes?
Okay, I thought I lost you there.
No, I was just enjoying the action.
You know what happened was I had a little accident here at the desk, and I thought my headset lost you. So I'm really glad that did not happen. All right, that's a very good relief. I heard the little doot 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 in my headset, and I was like, no.
Keith Lee just standing there as the chair swung at him the first time. Perhaps trying to redirect it, but no such luck.
I mean, look at all staying on top of him like white on top of rice in a snowstorm. All the brutality. What the?
Keith Lee potentially looking for something here, placing Kenny Omega against the ropes.
Smart maneuvering by Kenny Omega there. Very swift, very quick.
Once again into the table.
That's
into
the
chair,
second time. Yeah, second time Omega did that to Keith Lee, subjecting to him to that chair shot to the head in the corner. That turnbuckle.
Oh no, we've seen this before. Looking for the one-winged angel in the middle of the ring.
God.
And Kenny Omega picks up the ring with the one-winged angel.
Wow.
Not the match we were expecting from these two, but Kenny Omega showing a ruthless side of himself.
I got to tell you, that was definitely not the match that we were expecting or we were talking about, Hans, but I have to say that was very refreshing regardless, because that was one hell of a good match. Definitely one hell of a way to kick off tonight's action here in Monterrey, Mexico for Eclipse Pro Wrestling.
The resilience of Keith Lee, something to aspire to. Showing the resilience of many a man.
Absolutely. I think that's kind of a definitely a good way of putting it there, Hans. Really, really glad that everything's okay. Everything is back to normal here. I spilled some water, but that's it. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. I just got to get a towel for this.
No worries. Of course, we have to head to the next match. Which will be none other than Fifita taking on RJ of the Dragon. The 4 and the Dragon once again coming to blows.
Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. We got ourselves another great match coming up here. Mac versus RJ.
Indeed. Mac Fifita of the 4, RJ of the Dragon. These two continuing their feud after the, tag team draw at Supernova, the 3-on-3 match to crown the Orion Belts champions at Summer Solstice. Of course, Mac Fifita now wearing the Orion Championship belt.
Here he comes. I gotta say, Hans. Well, I've told it to David Scheller before, but I haven't told you. But I love the championship belts here at Eclipse Pro Wrestling. You see it coming down the aisle right there, the Orion's belt, like you said. I love them. I think they're different. I think they stand out. They're not too gaudy. They're very, very well designed titles.
Also, we would like to thank the belt designer for his excellent contributions to Eclipse Pro Wrestling. And of course, the Orion's Belt Championship, holding the 3 stars that make up the Orion's Belt, which are blue stars. And of course, the Trios Champions between him, the man formerly known as Shredder, who is now Charlie Rambo, and Mr. Yuck, his tag team partner in the New Age Brainbusters. No, the other New Age Brainbusters.
The other New Age Brainbusters.
And now we have RJ making his way to the ring.
Definitely going to be one hell of a matchup here between these two. Like you said, a lot of history here already between the 4 and the Dragon.
Bringing out the Pyro in force. RJ is.
Gotta love the Pyro. Gotta love the Pyro. It's gonna be interesting. I mean, so far already between these two, I feel like they're undermining the tension, the pre-existing tension that's there between them and their factions. Although maybe it's just very easy to say that because the match hasn't really kicked off yet. But at least from the outside looking in here, oh shit! I almost spilled water second time. Jesus Christ.
Of course, both of these men, the respective heads of their factions, if you had to pick them. Of course, both of their factions boast about their equality, but if you had to pick a leader from their 2 factions, this would probably have to be them.
That's a very good question. I would argue, yeah, okay, I can see that. I mean, I hate to assume such a thing because I don't want to, make any assumptions. But I can see where your statement leads you to this. You know, you make an educated statement.
Mac stepping out of the way of the initial strikes by RJ.
Good way to come out. One thing I gotta say is already. I mentioned this before, and again, I gotta remember because I'm talking to Hans. You know, and this is the first time you and I are working together here. But I love the shoes and the sweats. I would come into the ring the same way. You know, come in as comfortable as possible, because you remain comfortable, you perform comfortable.
Of course, I believe his inspiration comes from his, distant relatives in the Samoan era, of course.
Right.
Fifita comes from the Tongan. So a lot of inspiration taken from, say, the Usos.
Yeah, I can see that. Definitely, definitely well represented, and good source of inspiration for sure.
Oh no, here we go. We've got the tongue and death grip.
Oh God, here we go. Here we go. What?
Just trapping him and holding him in there. RJ, however, not tapping as he breaks the hold.
Oh, that was gonna say. I mean, it did not look pleasant. It looked painful. It looked like for a second he was struggling there to break out of that.
Held in it for quite a substantial amount of time.
Yeah.
But RJ now seeming to able to break the streak and take the offense. RJ.
That's just a matter towards Mac. Yeah, it's just a matter of can you sustain, can you continue, can you deliver? You know, don't burn out your batteries.
Was RJ getting him with that very nice brainbuster rollover into the pin. Now it seems that RJ and Mac are back on even terms.
Fans are on their feet here in Monterrey, Mexico. I'm not sure what I should probably know what the laws are of the country when we travel like this. Actually, I should probably have somebody who speaks Spanish too, or I'm going to get myself in trouble.
Luckily enough, we have the Spanish announce team sitting at ringside. I'm sure they would be happy to help you.
Good. I'll need probably one of them to bail me out later, I'm sure. Oh, man. You know, they keep telling me not to drink the water here, so I got like 3 or 4, but literally 3 bottles of water here at the table with me, because they say don't drink the water. I also have here with me a bed thing here, a bedpan, just in case things get too out of control. Hopefully it won't come to that.
Talking about out of control, it seems that McAfee is in the control of RJ right now, as he, not for long, as he breaks out of the...
Good about that time for sure, right?
Oh no, Mac setting up. Powerbomb, center of the ring, high. Cover.
Hi, how you doing? Not too great after a power bomb like that.
Now into the double Boston Crab.
I'm going to have to get my eyes checked. Not here in Mexico, though, because I swear I thought that was another 3 count.
It was very close. The hand was coming down for the 3rd. Mac Fifita back in control of this match.
Like the way, though, that he pivoted so seamlessly into that Boston Crab there.
Of course, that is one of the benefits of keeping a high cover on the pin.
Oh my goodness. The bottled water. I will say, though, the bottled water in Mexico is very good.
Oh no, in the tongue and death grip once again.
Oh God, here we go. Again. Will he succumb?
He looked. The eyes are starting to close, but no, rallying, punching out the chest.
Right in this. Was that in the chest? From my angle, it looked like it was more in the sternum there. Wow.
Mac looking to make a comeback now, it would seem.
Rep was lucky to dodge a bullet there.
Certainly seems that way. Oh, and then we get the rolling cutter.
The execution here has been absolutely without parallel tonight. in this matchup. And the crowd definitely absorbing it, definitely enjoying it, on their feet here. My God.
Oh no. Calling for it. Could be the third and final time into the death grip.
Third time's a charm, Hans.
And he passes out.
I gotta say, you know, I'm surprised. You gotta give credit where credit's due. I mean, Mac definitely got the win. He earned it. But RJ, he sustained 3 of those Tony death grips there. And I mean, I'm surprised. I'm just surprised that it took 3 times to get him to tap out, or pass out, I should say. He didn't even tap.
And of course, opting to pass out instead of tap.
Yeah, it's kind of a little foolish, right? I mean, yeah, you know, there's a difference between being brave and a difference between being stupid. You know, you don't want to get into a situation that could be career-ending. Sometimes it's smarter, definitely, to tap out to avoid a serious injury. Wow, one hell of a matchup, though, without question. I want to thank everybody for tuning in.
Indeed.
Oh, God. This Fatal 4-Way is going to be, this is quite a melting pot, if you will, of style, size, coming together here in this Fatal 4-Way. We got Kevin Owens and Killian Dain and Ricochet. Pardon me, I'm missing Oney Lorcan.
Indeed. Of course, we've got the American Bash style of Oney Lorcan. We have the Irish Survivor in Killian Dain. We've got Beast of Belfast. I almost forgot his name there. We have the high flying expertise of Ricochet, as well as, well, the prize fighter in Kevin Owens.
Yeah, these 4 going up against each other it's gonna just be entertaining to sit back and watch, because, again, four competitors, four different styles, in my opinion. The way that they kind of come at each other, this is going to be really entertaining. True life story, actually. I really, and I'm not making this up, I was on a flight, and it was a few years ago, and it was one of those 3x3s on the plane, and the entire flight I was watching something on my phone, and I was laughing, and there was this older couple sitting next to me, and I was wearing a wrestling hat. And at the end of the flight, you know, they saw me take off my headphones. They were like, "What were you watching?" Or, you know, and I told them. We started talking. It was actually the real life parents of Killian Dain, and I got to talk to them because at the time I was working with WWE. So, yeah, funny story actually meeting him again, or meeting his parents at least. They were flying into New York. I guess he was doing something in New York. It was actually before he signed with the country.
Oh, very interesting. You said you worked with WWE?
Yep. So, actually,
I don't know why we would hire you. We want people with good experience in the wrestling industry.
Well, let me reiterate the work that I did.
I'm just. What is the American phrase?
Sorry,
I'm busting your balls.
Yeah, you're busting my balls. It's okay. I deserve that. I realized when I said it, I was like, oh shit, did I just say that? Technically, I was hired as a contractor, but well, I guess technically everybody that they hire is on a contractor anyway. So, shut up.
It is completely fine. Of course, now you work for an actual reputable federation.
Absolutely, I'm very happy to be here at Eclipse Pro Wrestling. Have been since the beginning.
Have you been able to be introduced to the commissioner yet?
Not formally. The only reason why I say that is because you asked me, and actually, yes, I have, but we haven't actually talked over, during a show here live on commentary.
He does not do commentary, unfortunately.
Yeah. No, I have had
he
conversations with him though, offline.
Yeah, he would likely be confused for myself, of course, also of German heritage. The commissioner is here to clean up Eclipse Pro Wrestling, has been hosting his inspections. So far, both Tommy DeMise and Mr. Chris Cruz have passed their inspections, where their contract is on the line.
Talk about having something to fight for.
Indeed, of course. One does not have to win their inspection match, they just have to prove that they belong here in Eclipse Pro Wrestling. Of course, winning is helpful in that regard, but as we say, he has now established the commission to perform inspections on the tag team division.
Specifically, just the tag team division, huh?
Oh well, of course he's got now. He had Mr. GAV in the singles division, helping him to conduct his inspections against Chris Cruz and Tommy DeMise. And now that the EFed police have joined their ranks, now they could also conduct inspections in the tag team division.
Speaking of EFed police, we will be seeing EFed police in action later tonight.
Indeed. Passing on the final outsider, the EFed police not having much luck against such a formidable competitor. But the EFed police not known to give up in the face of adversity. They are ready to put it all on the line.
Yeah, I'm still getting used to the EFed police. Well, I know EFed police. I've seen his work elsewhere, obviously here too. But there seems to be other people associated with him, obviously, right?
Indeed, there are the likes of Sonya Blade, Curtis Stryker, Feliso Palapiru.
Yep.
I'm not quite last name.
Pardon me.
Of course, the Germans and the French don't get on very well. We kind of ruined a lot of relations with West Europe, but unfortunately, quite a formidable force. We are yet to know if we will see any of the other EFed police competitors in the Eclipse Pro Wrestling.
Between me and you, Hans, I'll just say this. West Germany was okay in my book.
I was lucky to be on that side as well. I do not harbor any hatred for my West Europe allies. Of course, I am a fan of the German support of the Euro League.
There you go. There's the politically safe ending to that sentence.
Well, I'm not one to stir the boat, as it were, because, of course, Germany favors the support of the European League so that we can all advance together as a society. I'm all about unity, such as that I'm very much in support of the unity of the current four federations, PWE, CCW, I feel like I'm missing one.
Well, yeah, what you mentioned too. So you mentioned CCW, PWE.
All-Star Pro Wrestling as well, and Eclipse Pro.
Yeah. I didn't want to take your glory. I didn't want to.
Apologies. But thank you. And of course, in that vein, we are also seeing the birthday bash of the Raven King, RJ. Also today, which Eclipse Pro has put up some matches as well on our YouTube channel. Please feel free to check them out.
Absolutely. Well, just for the record, I'm all for unity too, my friend.
I look forward to the day that we can have a three-man booth with yourself as well as our new colleague, Mr. Keys.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, the more the merrier. I'm always a fan of working with people and meeting new people and talking smack and talking wrestling with new individuals. So, looking forward to that. Eclipse Pro Wrestling's always got me excited.
You speak about how I always have you laughing backstage. This man will have you laughing 10 times harder. He's quite an energetic fellow.
Yeah, okay, I appreciate the warning. Oh man, what a match this has been though, seriously. This fatal four-way, I mean, honestly, I gotta tell you, I'm surprised I haven't seen any, well, shouldn't say I'm surprised, honestly, with the people who are in the ring, but I am surprised because it's a fatal four-way. Not seeing any weapons yet, not seeing any tomfoolery yet, if you will. I'm seeing...
And I was just about to say that Ricochet and Killian Dain performing quite the tag team offense on Oney Lorcan, but now they have turned on each other as Kevin Owens enters the ring.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, Ricochet.
Oh,
my God!
630 senton.
Yep, I would say, and he was getting ready for it, and there he goes, landing it. Very well done by Ricochet.
But Kevin Owens too easily breaks up the pin. Oh, and pop-up powerbomb could have a victor here. 1, 2. Kevin Owens picks up the quick win in this fatal four-way match.
Hey, you know what? More power to him. You know, I mean, there was nobody there. It was right place, right time. KO gets the W.
And again, fatal four-way, only 2 competitors have to be involved in the finish. Killian Dain taken out by Ricochet. Only Logan already on the outside. The pop-up powerbomb puts the final nail on the marker.
Definitely a surprise. Not a surprise. I guess like I said, it was a quick fatal four-way, but that's not a bad thing. You know, a lot of great action packed in that period of time there. So can't be upset about
Indeed.
that.
Kevin Owens not paid by the hour, it would seem.
Well said, Hans. And now, speaking of which, we were just talking about EFed police.
Well, it seems that the Outsiders and GAV therefore back up on their respective sides. Could be set for a very interesting set of affairs.
Looking forward to seeing this. Looking forward to, EFed police is, I find him to be a very intriguing individual. So, personally, looking forward to seeing him in action here tonight, especially given the paradigm of this matchup or the backstory here, right? The dynamic would let us to 1 year. So, I think picking up EFed police to begin with, right? A good decision by Eclipse.
Of course, the Outsiders acting very much like a mob. The EFed police, very pro-law enforcement.
Well, here in Mexico, I hear that law enforcement is very keen to accepting payoffs. Makes me wonder if there's a price tag on the EFed police.
Only one way to find out. See how much vigor they fight tonight.
Yep, exactly. The only way we'll know is through actions. Actions always speak louder than words. Behavior never lies. Definitely going to be one hell of a fight. Looking forward to it. Let's see here. Going into the rest of the night, just looking at it while we get geared up for this match, there is still plenty of action following this match coming up. We'll be seeing Lightning from the Wrecking Crew taking on our current Solar champ, the Spartan Tommaso Omega. We'll also be seeing a great triple threat here later on as well, in addition to our main event, where Ladyhawk will defend her championship. So definitely going to be more action coming at you. Want to thank you everybody again for tuning in.
As we head down to the ring,
let's light this candle. Mexico is on their feet.
the outsiders making their way to the ring first. Lochie, Vera appearing solo stage. Owen is joined by both menacing men of the outsiders.
Yeah, and I've commented on this before. Again, not with you, Hans, but with Scheller. But the gear by the outsiders has always been another thing that I found very compelling. I mean, these guys look like they're ready for war.
Of course, the EFed police believes there is someone higher up the chain than Lochie Vera. Someone else pulling the strings that he wants to bring to justice.
Well, I find that to be an admirable quality. For sure, going after justice, but that is a uphill battle in life, I have come to find.
The outsiders claiming the ring, while Lochie Vera remains ringside for now, perhaps just guarding it until the EFed police make their way.
Smart move. Let them have their game plan, a method to their madness.
Now the commission make their appearance. Game face is on.
Absolutely so. Look at this coming down here. Game face is definitely on. Very well said, Hans. You can see the determination, the ferocity in the eyes, and the spring and the step of the walk of the commission as they make their way down here.
Seem to be quite unified even though their differences. GIV known as a hunter. But EFed police, very interesting.
Well, opposites attract, Hans. I mean, they're the sort of yin and yang to each other in this scenario. I kind of look at it, definitely have that differentiation between them, but
the referee going to force the break after this first exchange.
I'm sure EFed police appreciates the ref doing something.
EFed police knocking out the referee.
I spoke too soon. It's like he heard me.
Perhaps enraged a little bit by his failure to bring down Mr. Stoja, or Mr. Italian of the Outsiders.
I was going to say, Hans, I mean, surely you can see the irony of EFed police knocking out the ref.
Well, maybe doesn't have respect for all law enforcement.
Great matchup though so far. Good back and forth already.
Was Mr. Vera was signified as a technical specialist.
I can see that. Just like I said, I mean, actions, you know, I mean, certifiable, yeah, sure, but definitely seeing is believing, and seeing him perform right now.
Rolling through the knee bar, here we go.
Oh, God.
Oh no, EFed police able to get the boot to the face, breaking the knee bar.
Close calls with the holds tonight.
Indeed. But a wide variety of skill, especially in the technical submission department, and EFed police has been busted open.
Did you see that? That was wow. I mean, that. God. Very well done. Yeah, 1 second after that. Taste the blood. Addicting, isn't it?
Lucky Vera, not content with just smacking around the EFed police, goes after GAV as well.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, you know what? He had the time after splitting open EFed police. EFed police was down for kind of a minute there. Might as well just slip out the ring. Like I said, have some seconds. Life's a buffet. EFed police is going to have to do something here. Look at he's a bloody mess right now, Hans.
Oh, raking the back. Here we go, dragging EFed police.
Get that ring position. Get that ring position. Smart thinking. Oh, God. This poor ref. This poor ref. Again, you have to appreciate the sense of irony when one of the teams, the commission or EFed police, is in a match with such chaos and anarchy, a lack of rule, if you will. Wow, look at the physical prowess. One thing I have noticed during, well, you know what? I was going to say, again, you know, ref's kind of getting a bad rep here. Feel bad for that guy. He needs to call his meeting rep. But the police is taking a pretty decent beating here. Very smart that he goes for that leg, and look at that.
I'm surprised that the referee calls the match.
I am very surprised that he called the match. He called the match from outside the ring.
I'm not sure if that is legal.
I was going to say, I thought he was just out. He got up and called the match. That's dedication.
The referee, the ultimate impartial.
I mean, he got his ass kicked like 3 times in that match. Talk about going above and beyond.
Mr. Vera celebrating. I was surprised how little the Outsiders actually got involved in this match.
I was going to comment on that earlier. There was so much going on. I didn't, but I noticed it. towards the end of the match, seeing them on the outside of the ring there, didn't get involved at all, Hans. Coming up next, that match I was talking about earlier, Lightning of the Wrecking Crew going off against the Solar Champion, Tommaso Omega.
Should be a very interesting match.
Every match tonight has been actually pretty much off the chain. I want to thank you everyone again for joining us, whether you're watching live or watching a replay.
Indeed, of course. Lightning of the Crew, the last of the Wrecking Crew to face off with Tommaso Omega.
It begs the question, what can Lightning do here in this match if he can represent his crew, i.e. the Wrecking Crew, try to get a W over Tommaso? Or if he's just going to be another of Tommaso's victims. Pardon me.
Of course, Lightning brings a different style to both other competitors in the Wrecking Crew, so there is an there is an advantage to be gained. If the Lightning can play off his different approach to wrestling, because if Omega is, well, actually we had both Omegas in this game, but both Omegas in this. But if he can play, if Omega is already in the mindset of facing a Wrecking Crew member, and he plays to a different style, could catch Tommaso Omega off guard.
Lightning's looking a little suave here, coming down. Looks very calm, very collected, very cool right now, very composed. Looks like he's got his mind in the game, Hans. Will Lightning strike tonight? Time will tell. Get ready to kick off this match. Tommaso Omega has done a very fine job for those following with being the Solar Champion.
What? I'm so confused.
What's confusing to you, Hans?
Oh no. It has just been announced that there will be a coffin match on another program.
Ah, coffin match. Okay. Well, see, when I grew up as a kid, they were called casket match, but okay. I actually saw a casket match when I was a kid. I got to see The Undertaker versus Yokozuna in Madison Square Garden for the WWF Heart Attack Tour. And I was like 8 years old or 9 years old. And that was the main event.
How would either of those men fit in a casket?
I will tell you, it was around the time of Royal Rumble 1994, and Taker had already lost that match. They were doing some house shows where they were still doing it, but Taker was winning them on the dark matches. It was right before he came back. It was like right before SummerSlam. It was in between. It was after WrestleMania 10, but after Royal Rumble 94, which was that casket match.
Very interesting. Of course. Was this during the time in which you were working for them?
Oh, no. This is when I was a kid.
Oh. When did you work for them?
This would have been, geez. Technically, I was working for a company that was supporting them, but it was a couple years ago. It was within the last 3 years.
Oh. Very interesting.
Yeah. I had a lot of insight into the creation of the WWE network, and I was part of the team that worked on that. And so I actually went up to Stamford, Connecticut. You know, the Titan Towers building, which is only one building. I don't know why they call it Titan Tower. Well, I guess they call it Titan Tower, not Titan Towers. But very high security building. Even if you go just for a meeting, if you go to a bathroom, I mean, every single door in the hallway will have a lock. Like you have to have a key or a fob or something to get into every door, including the bathroom. So, you know, every elevator, you have to have a fob to hit the number. It's very locked down building once you get inside.
It seems they take their security a bit more seriously than they do the writing their program.
Touche, Hans, touche. When you're right, and you're absolutely right on that. The security there was definitely something I had not seen anywhere else before. Definitely, just like their writing recently has been some of the worst writing. It's just a cruelty to literature. Match getting off here to a good, half-decent start, at least at first for Lightning. But again, what I always say,
feel like
yeah.
I feel like I'm gold member. I love gold.
Yeah, you know, I was just thinking that. I mean, not the exact same thing, but I was thinking to myself that the ring attire there is definitely a little similar, right? Got that yellow going on there, making me think of few things actually. Ali G came to mind first. I've been drinking a lot of water during this match tonight, or during this show tonight.
It seems to be struggling against the faster competitor. Got the driver into the pinfall. Oh, only getting a 1 count.
I would just say the size difference there is between these two. I'm looking at my initial thing is like what, 3 inches maybe, 4 inches.
Maybe closer to 4 or 5.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Probably I'd edge on the side of 4 actually. Just looking how close they were right then. Yes, about 4 I would say.
Yeah. You know, because I just noticed, you know, I mean, seeing those leg strikes from Lightning there, you know, when you have 4 or 5 inches against you, you know, you have the shorter length of the limbs there, so but still being able to execute those moves like that, very impressive on the part of Lightning. Wow. Ending that putter there.
Oh, going for the shooting star press, but he gets the knees up. Lightning certainly being a lot of trouble for
Tommaso Omega
so far.
Yeah, I mean, you know, look, Lightning has been, you know, dare I say, you know, lightning fast in this match so far, honestly. Look, cutting them open, just staying on top of them, just bringing the brute force. Smart of him to, you know, as soon as he took a second there, I said, don't take too much time. I said to myself, you know, don't let yourself think that this is over.
Oh, no, going to string in a combo of moves there. Lightning quick. Oh, Tommaso Omega making a comeback here. Kick after kick after kick.
Brutally executing those formidably. Wow.
Oh, a near fall there for Tommaso Omega. Looking to line up his spear. Oh, Lightning able to hop it.
Wow. Very well done by Lightning. Again, the speed there, seeing that coming. Adapt and react. Boom.
One. And a near fall there for Lightning getting a 2 count.
Oh, wow, you have got to be kidding me. This has been one hell of a back and forth. Great showing, really, by both men so far. Lightning being very impressive in this fight tonight.
Definitely one of Lightning's most prestigious performances. Facing off against the solid champion, no doubt. What a match.
Yeah, both men are really giving 110% here. Again, Lightning coming out the gate of this match and just staying on top, and the back and forth has been delivered and has been consistent between Omega, Tommaso that is, and Lightning.
Oh, the back, rising knees to the back, dropped on the skull. Oh, the DDT. There we go. 1. Oh, 2 count once again.
Another near fall, Hans. Another near fall. Look at this crowd on their feet for this back and forth matchup.
Oh, the spine buster into the pinning combination. 1, 2, 3. No. Lightning kicks out.
Wow.
But he is stunned as he goes for the spear.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Oh.
1, 2, 3. Tommaso Omega wins.
Well, I gotta say, Hans, that was an amazing back and forth between Tommaso Omega and Lightning of the Wrecking Crew. What a matchup that they put on there. I really thought there was a couple times there where Lightning had him. Wow. Congratulations to really both men here. I mean, valiant effort on behalf of Lightning, really and truthfully. One of the best outings I've ever seen ever from Lightning.
Indeed.
And Tommaso Omega too.
In the future.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very impressive.
Fight. Been one hell of a night of action here.
Of course, when you saw this match on the card, you wouldn't have imagined that it would go as far as it did.
I wouldn't have. Honestly, when you look at the card, Hans, you look at this match, and you look at all the other matches that are on the card tonight that we saw and that we had yet to see, I would not have thought that I mean, that match has potential to be night of the match. A match of the night, sorry.
That is quite funny. It seems that these results were so unexpected that even the commentary is speaking backwards.
Yeah, it's so backwards. I'm in the bizarro world. I took me a second because I said it and then I heard myself say it and I digested it and I was like, did I just say that right? Placed it again in my head.
Of course, we have the deemed Extreme Rules Riott Squad triple threat match.
This is gonna be fun one. This is gonna be fun. Of course, we got just pulling up the card here. That's
The
right.
Riott Squad triple threat.
That's right. Yep. Up. Yep. I'm definitely excited to see this. But I don't know who to, I don't know what to expect in a match like this because of the camaraderie here, obviously, or the past camaraderie, I should say, right?
Indeed.
I mean, we got ourselves, Riott, Liv Morgan. Pardon me. Sarah Logan. And they're all about the same. They're all kind of within the same height weight class. I mean, they're right tit for tat with each other on weight.
I would say some difference between Sarah Logan and the other two competitors.
No more than
Costing
maybe
a
10
foot
pounds.
of frame.
Oh, yeah.
And of course utilizing a bit more of a powerhouse style as compared to Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott.
Indeed, without a doubt, without a doubt. Sarah Logan looking very determined. Pardon me. Ruby Riott making her impressive belt. Definitely looking a little, what's the word? I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, she's got it. Ruby Riott has got it. She's, in my opinion, at least. Yeah, a vibe, right? I don't know what it is, but I know it when I see it.
This triple threat match is now underway. The bell has been rung. Liv and Ruby sharing the first exchange.
Sarah taking good.
And up and down.
Yeah, I was gonna say just a second of fanfare there. That's the thing is I mean, look, these three competitors know each other to a level that I think probably, is without equal when it comes to other teams' history.
That knee left to Ruby Riott's face.
Boom!
Explosive.
I did not even see that coming. It was just right in your face, literally in Ruby Riott's face. Big swing and a miss there. After the fact by Liv Morgan, but great effort.
Ruby taking a moment to boast, and Sarah Logan tries to optimize, but is caught with a discus elbow.
Yeah. Couldn't help but notice on the outside there a little bit of fanfare by Ruby too. All three members of the each of them have shown some form of fanfare tonight here already.
Do you believe it has been detrimental to their, game plan?
I don't know. I would say it's definitely not effective, based on what I'm seeing here.
Oh, now Liv going again, and it's caught by Ruby. Oh no!
I thought the same thing. I thought the same thing. I was waiting. Although, just noticing here, this is already the second, maybe the third time now, Hans, that Ruby Riott has found herself on the outside of the ring, slowly recuperating as Sari and Liv Morgan go tit for tat in the ring here. A little bit of what appeared to be...
Oh, Ruby, what are you doing?
I don't know what she was thinking there. At first it looked like her and Sarah were maybe getting ready to do something in tandem, but Sarah went off on her own and Ruby did not respond or react accordingly, and just big swing and a miss there. Honestly, Sarah Logan, of the three, the one really looking the best in this match at this point, Hans. Wouldn't you agree?
I've actually been favoring Liv Morgan so far, being able to optimize more on the reversals.
Okay, that's fair. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. She's been on top of that.
Now I'm here proven to be wrong as Liv Morgan getting her head slammed in by Sarah Logan.
All I know is that of the three, Sarah Logan has been the only one not to be found on the outside of the ring, slowly recuperating while the other two are in the ring fighting. So at least she's got that arrow in her quiver.
Of course, the benefit, and it's a two-edged sword as it were, because of course if she were to be knocked out of the match, it could very well be when the final part of the match was capitalized on.
Absolutely. Double-edged sword indeed, Hans. And again, you know, I mean, this is how I'm saying. I mean, Ruby Riott again.
Oh,
God.
there we go. Bye, Sarah.
There, okay. Now I'm happy. I've seen it all. Great matchup, though. These three definitely going at it, giving their all in this triple threat. And I gotta say,
here we go, going into the pin. Oh, only getting a 1 count.
I gotta say, you know, I'm noticing it now. Maybe it's because of Sarah getting out there on the ring, but no, you're absolutely right. Noticing, paying closer attention now to Liv Morgan's actions in this match. Obviously, she's not looking that great right now, but when Logan was on the outside there, she was definitely in control of what she was doing with Ruby.
Bit of fanfare being successful for Sarah Logan there.
Yeah, that has been the tone of this match, is how many times can I spend some time doing some fanfare? It's a triple threat match. You think your time would be, you know, okay, you know, who am I to tell you how to act?
Getting a 1 count on Liv Morgan. Sarah Logan very determined to win this match.
I think so. I mean, look, she came out here of the three. I mean, she was the one that had her, you know, her head, I think, tighter on her shoulders, if you will. I mean, look, Ruby's been outside the ring half the match. That's why earlier I was saying what I was saying about Sarah, but, you know, don't want to take anything away from Liv or Ruby.
I think the issue is that Sarah Logan is just trying for a single move and then going straight for another pinfall when she could be trying to string some more momentum together.
Agreed. Well noticed, Hans.
Oh, the stunner off the ropes.
Very well done now. What the? Oh, God.
1, 2, just a 1 count.
Good for Liv. Liv showing signs of life.
Only seen 1, 2 count on Liv so far in this match. Rest only being 1 count.
Wow, Sarah really looking dominant. Oh, wow.
Oh no, Sarah in trouble. Oh, that's Codebreaker variant. 1, 2, 3. Liv Morgan is your winner.
Oh, wow. Hey, you know what? That was, again, earlier, all I got to say is she had definitely earned that victory. Now is the time to celebrate, if she was wondering.
Of course, the opportunist there keeping up and immediately hitting that Codebreaker variant is the way to win a match with a distracted opponent like Sarah Logan.
Definitely a good triple threat between these three. Definitely is what I expected, but I did not expect the match to go down the way that it did. Not disappointing by any means of the matter. Definitely par for the course for the kind of action we have been seeing here tonight at Eclipse Pro Wrestling, Hans.
Indeed. First match of the night still going to Tommaso Omega vs Lightning, but that could change with the main event on the way.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure, for right now, I still say that was match of the night. But we still, like you said, have our main event, Ladyhawk, our Lunar champion, going up and defending against Demon Paige in a main event for tonight's installment of Eclipse Pro Wrestling. Ladyhawk has been quite a great champion, very dominant in ring. I think, again, going back to what I was saying earlier about actions and behavior, hers have been very much that of a strong champion. Definitely looking forward to seeing this title defense in tonight's main event, where she will defend against Demon Paige.
Of course, also defending the Lunar Championship on the Birthday Bash, so I would highly advise everyone to go and check that out. Defending against Miko Satomura, the final boss, in a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Absolutely, that's quite a card going on right now. Definitely check that out.
But for all your favorites, amongst the likes of Eclipse Pro's talent, like Shredder, Dez, RJ specifically, for his birthday, and any of the Eclipse talent that also on that card. It is a very long card, so excuse my not from being able to remember every single match, but
it is a very long card. In fact, it's such a long card. I noticed that there must have been maybe an hour in between the first half and the second half of the card. Just because there's so much action in that card, honestly. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. They probably had to load it that way. But a lot of action in that card.
Let's have a quick look as we head to the match. Plus we've got Skylar as well. Maverick is in a match. We've got GAV, also known as G-Plex, in a match. We have Mr. R, also known as Rutwick. We have a few matches from Eclipse, like Ashes to Ashes, recently reformed, taking on the Commission. Ronan is also in action. Of course, the Shredder, as well as Ladyhawk. Ladyhawk being triple duty, defending her championship in CCW, defending her Eclipse belt, and defending her Eclipse belt here as well. We have Zachary Hex, and Kodak, and Juice, and Kelsey. We're just here, all in action. Nadia Phoenix also in action. It is quite a shared roster, but we are... and of course Dez in the main event so far, competing for the Supernova Championship.
It's a huge card. It's an absolutely huge card. It's phenomenal. It's a phenomenal show. Definitely, again, encourage everybody to check that out at CCW Culture. And you will definitely be happy that you did.
Indeed. Now, of course, we have Ladyhawk entering the ring, ready for this last woman standing match.
Again, Ladyhawk's reign of Lunar Champion, or as Lunar Champion, pardon me, has been very, very good in my opinion. I've enjoyed watching her from the beginning, really, of Eclipse Pro Wrestling now. Jeez, God, getting into this myself a lot recently within the last couple of weeks. Time freaking really goes by, because now I'm thinking about how long we've been doing this now. I mean, it's July. I mean, let's start back up. It was like September, wasn't it?
where the initial ideas coming together in, say, November, our first show, start of January.
I knew it was cold. I knew it was cold.
Of course, it was warm for
Well,
many
warm
of
for,
the staff here, as we are mainly based in Australia, but of course we broadcast at times that are safe for the American audiences.
And talking about the belts earlier, definitely I'm a huge fan, no secret, of the championship title. The championship title belts here at Eclipse Pro Wrestling. Very unique. We're going at it right now. There's a main event for tonight. Again, the last woman standing.
That means no disqualification. Ladyhawk already grabbing the bat.
Right, that means basically you really can only get the win through a KO. More power to her. Use the rules, or lack their rules, I should say, to your advantage. It's all fair game.
Ladyhawk taking the bat. Perhaps not even wanting. No caring for Demon Paige.
Oh my
Potentially
God.
wanting to take this backstage.
I gotta tell you, that shot that that Paige just took, my God. I'm surprised she, honestly, that, I mean, talk about blunt force trauma. Ladyhawk just, I mean, I know she's already back up at this. I'm just replaying that in my head. My God, it was just a brutal shot. Take it backstage. Yeah, she probably needs some ice. Of course, with these last person standing matches, never know what to expect as far as, where things will take you, where the match will go. Here they are in Gorilla.
Breaking the trash can on her face.
Wow. Taking matters into her own hands, literally taking matters into her own hands by literally taking various objects. Oh, we've already seen up to this point bats, trash cans, and chairs. Ladyhawk using to her advantage in this last women's standing match. I mean, honestly, Ladyhawk's been all over Demon Paige, but not showing signs of giving up yet, Demon Paige, anytime soon.
Definitely not. As we head out into the hallway.
These just get more dangerous, in my opinion, the further you get back there. I mean, you see that hallway, right? And I mean, yeah, okay, she took that trash can to the head pretty severely, but that floor right there, there's no padding there. It is just straight up that hard concrete with that marbling on top of it. But I think it's a linoleum marbling on top of that, so very unforgiving.
Ladyhawk looking to grab the briefcase.
I was going to say, she is being very, and I admire this about Ladyhawk, she's being very concise, very thought-provoking, she's thinking her actions out very well in this match, and she's been doing that since the beginning of the match, honestly, Hans, and, it's refreshing to see that in a champion.
Oh, that standing moonsault.
God.
Seems that if you put it in Ladyhawk's path, she will hit Demon Paige with it.
I'm telling you, Ladyhawk has been all over the place with her, and she's been in control. She's been controlling the pace and the cadence of this match very, very aggressively and effectively. Paige showing some signs of life, though.
Hitting the Paige Turner.
I was gonna say, signs of life. Don't count her out yet. I mean, you can't count her out literally. I mean, it's the last person standing match, so you're gonna be KO only.
And you have to not be able to register to a 10 count.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, yes, that is literally the rule. I always just call it KO. But yeah, I mean, same difference. I guess you could be conscious and just ignore the count because sometimes it's smart to stay down.
I mean, there's sometimes you are not, your mind still be active, but your body may just not respond.
Yeah, and you know what? I've been around long enough to tell you that, you can't argue with the body. That's an argument you're not going to win, Hans.
Ladyhawk almost caught in a rampage, but is able to reverse her weight.
I got to tell you, I am surprised that Demon Paige is even walking right now. She has sustained a great deal of relentless brutality by the hands of the Lunar champion Ladyhawk in this match. I mean, I gotta tip my cap to her.
I'm not even sure if we've seen a count on Ladyhawk yet.
We haven't. We have not seen a count on Ladyhawk yet. That's a very good point to bring up, Hans. We have not seen an attempt yet by Paige, or the situation where Paige has had Ladyhawk subjective, down to even start calling or to start counting. Look at this. We got that. Oh, she's gone now. She was there, Hans.
There was an interviewer there. I believe I can see Finn Balor sitting up on a crate there, trying to recuperate after his loss. Ooh.
Demon Paige showing the signs of life that was missing, that we weren't seeing earlier. A receipt, if you will, for the rampage.
Ladyhawk gets up at the count of 3.
And I wonder what Demon Paige was thinking there. I mean, during that count, though.
Oh, only getting a 2 count there.
I mean, in my opinion, when she's letting Ladyhawk, when Ladyhawk is down in those 2 scenarios there, we see Paige step away. When, if it was me, I would be, looking for something. Maybe that's what she was doing too, was looking for something to grab a hold of, a chair or something. We're getting out of control here now, Hans. We're all the way in the back.
In the parking lot, of course.
Look at these. This is, oh my God. Look at that. This is unbelievable. Ladyhawk doesn't care. And I don't blame her with given the scenario here in the confines of this matchup. Just tossing Demon Paige around like she's nothing.
4, 5, 6, 7,
Count does he?
8.
Oh, getting up at the count of 8.
I was gonna say, is this it? Is this how it ends? But no, Demon Paige. Oh God. Someone's not going to be happy when they come out in there. See their
Not actually
vehicles.
damaging the car. Oh no, here we go. Attempt 2. Ladyhawk throwing her on top of the car.
There's still time, Hans. That limousine.
Oh,
God.
cracked windscreen.
That windshield just took a serious shatter with the impact of Demon Paige's body just slammed right on top of it by Ladyhawk. Unbelievable, Hans.
Could that be it? 4.
God. I don't see her getting up from that, honestly. I mean, look at that windshield completely shattered by that.
Oh, getting up at the count of 8.
Again, you know, I have to admire the tenacity of Demon Paige in this matchup. Does she know what she's doing at this point? She could very well be concussed.
Ladyhawk goading her up onto the top of the truck.
Oh God. What's gonna happen here?
Oh, Ladyhawk tossed from the truck.
Oh man, I cannot believe this. Did you see that? My God.
Oh, only getting a 2.
My God. Unbelievable. I mean, I still can't believe that was only a 2 count. I mean, she fell from the top of that, what appears to be a 16-wheeler. 1, 2, 3, yeah, at least a 12. Yeah. Actually, no,
Oh no. Something new from Ladyhawk. Like a gotch driver.
On that hard concrete floor. Jesus Christ on the cross. When does it end? How much more can you possibly take? I understand the want to keep fighting, but my God, this is savagery.
Getting up at the count of 9.
My God, I cannot believe this. These two women putting on one hell of a main event. Definitely no surprise by the likes of Ladyhawk and Demon Paige, but I am definitely on surprise with the perseverance shown by Demon Paige and some of the even Ladyhawk. I'm still in awe from that blow that she took going off the truck there. My goodness, this has just been absolute brutality.
Ladyhawk with the misconnect on the leap there.
Well, you know, I'm going to let that slide because, you know, we've seen the same thing from the likes of Demon Paige in this match. And it's not a surprise when, you're recovering from some of these blows. I mean, again, when we saw Ladyhawk get thrown off that truck, I mean, she came up out of a 2 count there. I mean, that's just rather impressive.
I believe that could have been, that was mostly adrenaline there. Demon Paige taking the count behind the car.
Ladyhawk walking it off, looking like keeping her distance.
Ladyhawk meeting the count of 8.
One thing I have noticed in this match, and Hans, I think you'll agree, that when we have seen Ladyhawk go down, Ladyhawk I don't think she's gone past a 3 count.
I believe she hasn't gone past a 5 count.
Okay. Well, what I was going to say is that Demon Paige has been, those counts have been going up high for her. You know, the counts that we've seen, 7, 8, 9, But got to give her credit where credit's due, showing that tenacious behavior.
Ooh, Ladyhawk targeting those arms.
Very great execution though by Ladyhawk. The way that she kind of rolled through that, considering the floor there.
Getting straight back up, even though the referee was going to count.
What does she have in mind? My God.
Oh, through the table.
Unbelievable. Very well done. Just smash that table into pieces.
Ooh, getting off at the count of 4.
Both these women going back and forth, just beating the living hell out of each other.
Ladyhawk could be looking to head back to the arena.
Again, it just goes to show what I was saying earlier. I mean, it's been a great back and forth, but Ladyhawk has been, at least the majority, been controlling the pace of this match, controlling the direction of the match. Whether she's getting thrown off of the truck or not, right? Just goes to show how good the back and forth has been. Bringing it back here. Ladyhawk looking very calm, cool, and collected as she cavalier walks back to the squared circle. Oh God, here we go.
Ladyhawk seems to be setting up machinations of her own.
Well, Ladyhawk in this match has been like a carpenter building stairs, always thinking a step ahead, and it has paid off for her in dividends, to say the least, at least up to this point. But Demon Paige being very, very smart here as how she wants to address this here. Oh God.
Talking about steps ahead, couple of steel steps.
I was gonna say that was absolutely brutal. She knew what she was doing. The premeditation was there. The method to the madness. The devil in the details as she threw her Demon Paige back flat on those steel steps.
We're getting up at the count of 8.
Another 8 count there. High counts there for Demon Paige, but again, the not senseless, but very relentless brutality exercise that exhibited by Ladyhawk has been absolutely just very aggressive in the face of Demon Paige.
Oh, the knee damaged in that.
I was gonna say,
stairs.
Yep. Definitely looked like it's gonna have an effect here. My God. Maybe not.
It's about these sort of knee injuries, it's all about the time. Ladyhawk, if she was to take a few more of those, could severely damage her ability to perform if this match draws on.
Absolutely couldn't agree with you more. But those knee injuries too, like you said, it's the knee, and I mentioned this before, commenting on previous matches with David Schaller, is the knee. There's so many moving parts there, literally moving parts there, and a lot more cartilage, right? So a lot of you get bruised cartilage, you could bruise a bone, you could fracture a bone. There's a lot of stuff to do there to really get injured.
Demon Paige set up against the table, pulled up, and we are looking for something here. Oh, an iron claw slam.
You have got to be kidding me. Wow.
As we enter the 100th minute of our broadcast tonight, Could we have just seen the final nail in the coffin for Demon Paige?
That was absolute brutality. Seeing Ladyhawk just absolutely demolish that table with the body of Demon Paige. My God. And she
Needing
wants
a
more.
count of 9. Demon Paige is going to get it, as we see once again going for like that God's driver, probably taught to her by WrestleMania.
Again, yeah, the second time we're seeing that executed there. First time we saw it in the back on that, pardon me, in the parking lot on that concrete. This time again, it looked like it was executed on what appeared to be remnants and pieces of that broken table.
Well, I can only imagine how much more damage that would add, hitting it on sharp edges.
I don't know. I mean, I just can't imagine how much more damage he could possibly take. I mean, this has been very...
Ladyhawk is declared the victor as the 10 count is reached.
Well, that was one hell of a main event, one hell of an outing, both by Ladyhawk. Congratulations to her for that successful match there. But I also want to tip my cap to Demon Paige for really putting up a good fight as well.
Indeed. What a terrific matchup. All the applause to both of our competitors. That does mean that Ladyhawk retains her Lunar Championship, which we didn't really play up a huge amount of. But it clearly explains how driven she was to win.
I mean, that just goes back to what I was saying, Hans, just about the type of champion Ladyhawk has been, really carrying that Lunar Championship with prestige and honor, and really representing the women's division altogether at Eclipse Pro Wrestling, which is a very stacked roster, by the way, and setting the expectation of what a fighting champion is for the women's division. So hats off to Ladyhawk.
And with that, she concludes both of her defenses for Eclipse Pro Wrestling today, successfully retaining against Nico Satomura, and now successfully retaining against Demon Paige. So, and still, Lunar Champion, Demon Paige.
Ladyhawk.
Oh, wait, Ladyhawk.
You pulled a me, Hans.
I did, sorry. Quite tired now, but yes, Ladyhawk is still your champion. As we head to the next. So we will catch you in the middle of the week next week, next week, for Constellation, where I'm not sure, I need to check if we have an announced main event for that show. Let me just put it up.
Definitely want everybody to stay tuned for that. Thank you all for tuning in. It has been one hell of a night of action, Hans.
Indeed, we'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. Mr. Bateman will be back in action against none other than Aleister Black.
Oh, God.
That
Don't
should
wanna
be a
miss
very
that.
hard-hitting matchup. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in the week for that match as well as the rest. Goodbye and good night.